Cheers.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us, guys. We appreciate it. Go ahead and tell us, how'd you end up with Rosie's Pizzeria here in Pagosa Springs?
Me and my wife were looking for a new place to plant our roots. We came from the Front Range in the last 20 years. We looked all over Colorado. Rosie's was the perfect match of community. We checked it out a few times and fell in love with Pagosa.
We came up over the pass the first time and it was raining, and there was actually a rainbow, and we were above the rainbow coming down the pass, and I was like, oh, there we go. That's
It was a sign.
It was a sign.
Yeah,
Beautiful. We were like, we got you. So it felt really good.
With my 25 plus year background in building restaurants and renovating restaurants, I saw potential of things to improve, from a kitchen standpoint to all the way up to a new oven recently, to expanding the bar, and doubling the size of the dining room.
How's the response been so far from the public and tourists coming in?
They love it. It's been 10 weeks now of the change. Still come in and go, whoa, you changed. I'm like, you haven't been here in 10 weeks.
So what's your favorite thing about operating a restaurant in Pagosa Springs?
Oh, the people and the staff. Honestly, just getting to know our staff and really loving them like family. Checking in with them, how's your rental going, what's happening in your, and just getting that connection with them. I mean, we love supporting other restaurants too, and since we're closed on Monday, Tuesdays, we were at another location down at Riff Raff with Rio, and it's just fun
I ran into you then.
Yeah, exactly. See, so it's so fun to see people, and they're like, oh, it's good to see you outside of the restaurant, and just recognizing those faces and really knowing that's what we came here for, was community.
In Pagosa specifically, I like owning a restaurant just because of what we have around us. So it's very easy to get outside. We both love being outside, whether it's camping or hiking, paddle boarding, where when you live on the Front Range, it takes time and effort to get to those things. And here it's at our back door.
So tell me about the ski wall here, because speaking of community, you guys put out a call to the community to provide skis in exchange for a free pizza, I believe, right?
Yep. Some money back on your skis, whether they were beaten up and broken. That was kind of the whole point. So now people can come in and say, my ski's right there. And it happens, from the original wall that was built, they're still up there as well. But that's the focal point. Wolf Street, that's why it's here. Yeah. It's a tourist town. The ski mountain is mostly why a lot of people are here for 6 months a year. So.
Best skiing in all of Colorado.
That's right.
Best powder for sure. Yeah. So what is this delightful dish right here?
These are very special. Only a few people know about them, like you two.
Yeah.
This is actually named after one of the old owners. It's called Paul's Knots. We start out with our traditional pizza dough, and we take our fresh mozzarella, green chili, bacon, and chicken, and then roll them like a cinnamon roll. And then cut them into the pieces, whether it's 6 or 12. We sell them in half dozen or dozen. And then bake them for about 7 minutes, serve them up in our bowl, and we have spicy ranch is our dipping sauce for them. But these are great. These are a great appetizer to have, whether you get plain ones or stuffed ones. This is one of our signatures.
Now, one of the things I love about coming here is I'm a beer nerd. And I think you guys have one of the better beer lists here in town to choose from.
That was one of the big moves when we expanded. I made sure that we had more tap availability. I think we have the biggest tap list outside of the 2 breweries in town. So we have 12 craft beer taps, and we rotate constantly.
All right, let's try some of your pizza, which you're known for. Perfect. So what do we have coming out today?
We have a white pizza, which is one of our most popular vegetarian pizzas. So we have spinach, ricotta, a white base, which is our olive oil and garlic. So there's no tomatoes either on this pizza, and then of course our mozzarella.
How much did the menu change from Rosie's to now?
Behind the scenes, it changed a lot.
Yeah.
So in the kitchen itself, the prep and the ingredients and things of that nature, with my chef background, I was able to change a lot of things that Rosie didn't do before. And some people were kind of like, and then some people were like, oh wow, you can tell the difference.
For him to have creativity, for people who come here a lot to have some diversity to the menu, it was really good.
So what are some of your plans for the future?
One of the big plans we have is we just expanded our dining room, and the secondary part to that is expanding our patio. So we have a big garage door about 14 feet long going in half of our restaurant. So in classic Colorado style, you want the outdoors in, indoors out.
That'd be great.
And long term, with the landlord's help, we are going to put a flat roof above the whole entire patio.
All right, we got one more dish coming.
Yes.
And what is that?
This is our homemade lasagna.
Okay.
6 layers. Ooh. It's made in house, and it's my grandma's recipe passed down to my dad, to me.
Wow.
Let's dig in.
he said he was putting it on the menu, I was like, yes.
Yes.
His spinach artichoke dip too. I have to throw that out there.
Yeah.
It's also Kirk's recipe, and so that's how he won me over when we were dating. Was the spinach? Followed closely by the lasagna.
Wow. Wait, you wooed her with lasagna? Is that what you did?
Lasagna and artichoke dip. And it worked.
4 cheeses in here. There's mozzarella, ricotta, parmesan.
I think
It is good.
if one of you went like this, I went. Side you.
That ranks right up there.
Yeah.
We just want to thank you. It has been an honor, pleasure to spend time with you today. We wish you the best of luck in Pagosa Springs. This has just been a true treat. What an amazing amount of food. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thanks for what you do.